Is suicide your retirement plan? I know. Morbid AF, right? But I feel like the suicide rates are really gonna jump up in the next couple of decades based on what a lot of people are saying about their retirement plan. Thoughts? The fucked up thing is that mental health services being put forward as the best solution completely disregards the systemic, financial causes of suicide, which is clearly the primary contributing factor in many cases. Thanks for this post. It's a very serious subject, but one we should talk about. My dad killed himself when I was 23. It was, and still is, rough. We were poor, but he also had a serious mental illness, addiction, and was abused as a child. He was a good father to me. He held on as long as he could and suffered a great deal. Having a sense of hope that things can get better would probably be good prevention. But when you're sick and go through the same things over and over, such as getting fired, evicted, relapsing, people being cruel, etc., you lose hope eventually. Something has to change. If it ever got to that point, I'd live on the lam from the bill collectors in a mobile shack or on a houseboat. In medicine, we are being told the suicide and depression is going to be the top 3 cause of mortality and morbidity by 2030. I don't have the balls to do it, tbh. I contemplate quitting my job and living off my savings for a year or 2 and then killing myself once they've ran out. My current job is killing me and I struggle to get decent jobs. So my future doesn't look that rosy. Lol, as if I'm gonna make it to retirement age with this attitude. Yes, it is. Almost 30 and have nothing to look forward to. I do actually enjoy my line of work, but it is not lucrative. No savings. No insurance. Always behind on my bills. Can't even afford to file bankruptcy. Right now I'm pretty much just working and waiting for my truck to break down. Haven't been able to get tune-ups and tires are bald. Then that's it. Forced retirement. It is what it is at this point. I have worked so damn hard the past 15 years. Before the past year or so, I'd say I averaged 12 hours days collectively. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Oh well. I am 18 and had a suicide attempt in the past because the idea of working until I die depressed me. Everything about capitalism and how things are depresses me. But everyone around me just accepts it because, well, this is the way things are and this is how life is and always will be. If that's true, I want no part in it. I don't plan on suicide. But I have come to terms with the fact that I'll be working until I die. And retirement isn't going to happen. I will leave behind no next of kin. So my plan is to accumulate as much debt as possible before I die. Because it will all have to be written off upon my expiration. And that's the biggest middle finger I can thrust towards the capitalist system. Bigger, more effective fingers within my power would all involve hurting people. And capitalists hurt enough people already. Only if they drop the bomb. That nuclear stuff starts flying, I'm out of here. I don't see anything wrong with an individual getting to decide when they opt out. Why shouldn't I be the one to choose when I die? Suicide is a constant thought in the back of my mind. A backup plan of sorts where I can always just KMS, so why not finish my TV show first? Why not go out for dinner and spend money I don't have? Why not go on a little weekend road trip? The alternative is suicide, and as long as that's my alternative, I don't know that I'll ever actually go through with it. For now, I plan to live day to day. Pay for what I can at the moment. Have fun when I can and just try to stay alive as long as possible, man shrugging. It's kind of ironic how assisted suicide is more widely legal and accessible in Europe. But not in America. A country that clearly wants its poor disabled, and elderly citizens to just fucking die way more than Europe does. I mean, of course, helping people financially would be preferable to having them kill themselves. But this country could at least be fucking honest about its intentions. Thanks, Ronald Reagan. As every woman in my maternal line has suffered from Alzheimer's, it was always the plan. My retirement plan is actually to die in the upcoming climate wars. The older I get, the more fatalistic I get. When my parents die, I'm free. I'll involve myself in as much risky shit as possible. I'll have no reason to not be the revolutionary I should be. Read Deaths of Despair and the Future of Capitalism. People complain about the homeless, yet they don't address the cuts to reasons people are on the streets. Dope? Nope. People have always used substances, but this is different. Defunding asylums. Now the streets and jails are the asylums. Wages stagnant since the 70s. Higher education requires students take on insane amounts of debt. Housing is a spec investment bought up by private equity firms at 30 to 50% above asking and pay in cash. Underfunded public school system. We are screwed. Nah, I plan on dying in the glorious revolution of the proletariat.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.